What is stopping you from making money on Amazon? Now, when you think about that question, you probably have all these steps and procedures that you think you need to go through, right? It probably seems complicated. But what if I told you there was only 3 steps that you need to focus on to go from where you are right now as a complete beginner to making your first $10,000? Would you believe me? Well, I'm JT Franco, the no bullshit Amazon seller, and today I'm gonna show you those steps.
I'm in the jungle. I'm in the Amazon. I'm in the jungle. I'm in the Amazon.
So the good news is that Amazon at its core is a very simple business model. All right, so just to recap, you find a product, you make the product, you ship it to Amazon, and then you launch and rank your product and you get paid. It's literally, that's it. That's the whole process. The problem is that in between each step, there's 100 little micro steps that go into it, right? And that's where people get lost. So the first of all, if you don't know the Amazon process, like what I just showed you on the board, click right over here, I think, and there's a video that explains exactly how the whole thing works step by step. This video is more about if you already understand the basics, where do you start? Right, so the first thing you need to do is learn the basics. So if you haven't already, watch that video, or if you already understand the basics, then stick with me here. But if you haven't, go figure it out, then come back here. All right, so now that you know the basics, the first thing you need to do is commit. All right, so there's 3 steps here. So step 1 is commit. And by that I mean don't dabble, right? This is where I got stuck when I started. I was looking at Amazon FBA, and then I was kind of looking at other stuff like Shopify. I was looking at affiliate marketing and all these different online opportunities. All of them are great, right? But the thing is, they all work. They all will make you money. But if you want to focus on your one thing, right, then commit to it. So first of all, I should mention that this video is for people that know that Amazon is right for them. So if you know that Amazon is for you, right, you want to tap in to Amazon's built-in users, billions and billions of customers that come to the website. You want that amazing Amazon fulfillment, the amazing Amazon storage, and all the great benefits of using this business model, then this video is for you. If not, if you're still thinking about, maybe this Amazon or something else, then figure it out first, then come back, all right? So now that you know that Amazon's for you, commit. So how do you commit? Get your seller's account, right? I've seen some people that are like, I've been researching Amazon FBA for 5 months. I'm just trying to figure out the right time to make the first step. And they don't even have a seller's account yet. Now I suggest getting the seller's account right away, because once you get that account, once you spend that $40, get your account set up, then you have made that micro commitment to say, okay, this is right for me, this is where I'm gonna be, and this is what I'm focusing on. And also the biggest benefit is that you get to go through Seller Central and actually learn and actually get used to all the menus and all the stuff in there, because there's a lot of stuff to learn. So the earlier you get in there, the earlier you can look around, click around, and figure yourself out, get situated, right? So now you've committed, you've spent your money on the seller's account. Now the reason also that I tell you to do that is because it's risk-free. Because if you get it today and you don't actually sell any products for 5 months, 6 months, whatever it may be, you can call Amazon and be like, hey, I've been paying for my pro seller account for 6 months and I haven't sold anything. And then they'll just give you your money back, right? So they'll refund you those 6 months that you have not sold any products. So it's a really risk-free way to get in and get started. All right, so that is step 1, right? So all these complicated steps, that's the one thing you need to do right now if you haven't already to get the ball rolling, right? Get your foot in the door, start playing the game. All right, the next thing you need to do is invest in your tools, right? So there's a lot of ways you can do this, and I've done videos in the past where I showed how to find products without using software, right? But the thing about that is it's just gonna save you so much time and so much energy and so much effort to just get the software, right? Like you're looking at Viral Launch, it's like $50 to start per month to get Viral Launch. It's $40 if you use our code, link in the description, Empire code, and you started, right? You committed, you got your seller account for $40, you got Viral Launch, your tool to find products for $40, and you've committed to a business that could be making you 6 figures in like 6 months, 7 figures within a year, and all it took you was $80 to get in there. Right now, that is this starter kit for Viral Launch. If you want something more advanced, it's like $70 with the code again. But I definitely do suggest Viral Launch to find products, right? Because that is the key of the game. That is the name of the game, is finding products to sell. So really, all the resources in the world that you could put towards finding the best products, you definitely want to do that. So step 1, commit by getting your account. Step 2, get your tools, and now you're ready to go. Because like Abe Lincoln said, if he had 6 hours to cut down a tree, he'd spend the first 4 sharpening that axe, because that is the important thing, is that tool, right? So sharpen your axe, get your tools, get your bucket or your toolbox, whatever it is, and get ready to go. So now we're on to step number 3. Again, the basics. You just need to know the basics, literally this, right? You know this, move on. Because what a lot of people do is they'll know all this stuff, and then they'll be looking for a product, and then at the same time they're going to be on YouTube trying to find out how to ship, and then they're going to be looking at launch strategies, and then they're going to find this great video about how to manufacture your product and get the lowest cost. All the while they haven't even found their first product yet, right? And that's the big problem with this. And the information that's available to us, it's actually distracting us from digging deep into the goal, right? So if you haven't found your product, and I say this to everybody, if you have not found your first product, don't even worry about how to ship a product. Don't even worry about how to rank your product, right? Why would you even clog your brain with that when you haven't even taken the first step? All right, so get there, cross that bridge when you get there. Again, I'm not saying don't learn it. Learn the basics. Understand it. Understand what it means to ship a product. Understand what it means to go to, manufacture a product, but don't get into the nitty-gritty until you're ready to get there. All right, so now it's time to find your product, right? So you committed, you found your tools, now it's time to find your product, because that is step number 1, right? So what do you do now? This is when you're actually getting in the game. This is where you start playing. And this is building a list, prospecting, right? Getting the massive Excel spreadsheet filled up with your top potential products, and you just add to it, right? So if you're a brand new Amazon seller, this will be your life for probably the first month. I always suggest spend 2-4 weeks looking into it and just digging. So again, we're talking about simplifying, right? So when you look at a product, how do you look for a product? There's 1,000,001 product research methods out there. I have an entire playlist on my channel for 2 cool little product research methods. In my full Amazon Empire Academy, I have 40 product research methods, right? And that's great because you understand and know different little ways to look for products. But I always tell people, focus on one. It's all about the one, right? The one thing. So find one product research method that you like, that you enjoy, that works for you, that you fully understand, and just do it, right? Every single day. Every single day, it's just about repetition. That's what it is. That's how you get to mastery, right? 10,000 hours to become a master. So if you want to become a master Amazon seller, just do it every single day. Take an hour of your day, take 30 minutes, whatever time you have, and find a product. So if you bought Viral Launch, which you probably should, right? And you want to use product discovery to find products, that's great. Play with the filters. Keep on doing it every single day and add a product to your list every day. Try to make that a goal, right? Try to add one product to your list every single day. If you want to do the new release method, if you want to do my Jeff Bezos hack, which was my last video uploaded on the channel, then do it. But just be consistent. So once you have a list of 20 products, then it's time. Then you're ready to get on to step 2. Now you're at that next bridge. Now you can cross that bridge. But please, the number one mistake I see a lot of new sellers make is they'll find they'll do product research. Everything's super exciting. You find this business model, it's like, oh, this is so cool. I gotta find a product. It's super exciting. And then they're 3 days in, boom, they find a product that looks great. And then they start skipping steps. Like, okay, I found a product. Now I'm gonna talk to manufacturers. I'm gonna get quotes, and then I'm gonna start doing my custom designing my logos, and creating my ClickFunnels, my website, and doing all these great things. And then they go through the verification process, the 5 pillars. Again, not the time and place for this, but if you want to see, I've done a previous video. I'll link it in the description. They go through the 5 pillars to verify the product, and they realize, oh, this product was a bust, and I just wasted 2 weeks going through all these micro steps, and now I got to start from square one. So I always suggest fill that list so that once you're ready, okay, product research is done. I've got a list of 40 products. One of these will be a winner. Now you can confidently get that and move on to step 2 and filter through. Then you got your top 3, right? Now that you got your top 3, now you can start talking to manufacturers. Now you can start getting some quotes and samples and all these different things. But again, you can't do that until you get that list. So don't put the cart before the horse. Dumb it down, keep it simple, keep it focused, and that is how you will start getting traction. That's how you start making movement, and that's how you'll start bringing in the profit. That's literally it. That's the step to get to 10K. It's finding a product. If you're ready for the detailed version of how to do this, click that video right over there. And I want to say right now, thank you guys for 40,000 subscribers. The Empire Builder family is getting huge, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope my videos continue to bring you value, because that's why I do this. And yes, by the way, my hair got really long because I recorded the main content of this video a while ago. But nevertheless, never forget, your empire awaits.